afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Grandstand on this beautiful day here in Melbourne. And we're covering today racing from around Australia. Just a note to you that the Sydney meeting has been called off due to inclement weather and also the state of the track. But what a big day of racing it is, with racing locally here in Melbourne at Moonee Valley. We're also covering the meeting from Victoria Park in South Australia. And the big card today at Doomben, where the Rothmans 100,000 is the big race on the program there. And also a very special coverage of the last three races from the Olympic Park morning greyhound meeting, which of course is stretching into the afternoon. And shortly we'll be taking you out to Olympic Park for the running of race number 8 on the card there. So a big day of racing in front of us. Hope you can stick around right throughout the afternoon until 5 o'clock. We'll also be keeping you up to date with the footy scores and letting you know what's going on in the world of sport. Well, first of all, let's check the approximate dividend for the Valley today. The first event, the Jacana Hurdle, and there are no scratchings here, a field of 9. Race 2, first division of the Piccaninny Handicap, scratching number 2, Media. The Ascot Handicap, the third is Clear. Second division of the Piccaninny, race 4, and the scratching is number 9, Cool Twist. Race 5, you can take out number 2, Batuta, and 10, Beagle Bay. 2 and 10 out of race 5. Race 6, the Blue Ribbon Thoroughbreds Handicap is Clear. The Savoy Handicap, race 7, take out number 10, Pipe Dreams. The Bill Collins Handicap, race 8, and the scratching is number 1, I'm a Red Man. And race 9, the Campaspe Park Handicap at 5 o'clock, and the scratching is number 11, and that is Bold Magic. Candidates at the boxes now at Olympic Park. Before they move in, let's check the approximate dividends for the opening race at Moonee Valley this afternoon. And that is time to get underway at 10 minutes after 12, so shortly we'll be taking you out to the Valley. In the first event, purposefully place the odd numbers in first, and then the even numbers come forward. The pink runner, the last one to go up, and that is Sound of Rain, and they're just about set to go. So we'll take you out to Olympic Park, and your commentator is Ronnie Hawkswell.
Last of the greyhounds have been boxed now. Stand by for a start. Race 8. Racing, Brother Ken near the inside, a little bit slow to begin, and Supremacist away quickly. Going fast on the outside, Sound of Rain into the first corner. Sound of Rain from the outside, the leader now, Supremacist running second. 2 lengths away, Brother Ken, followed by Blazing Chips the outside. Turner Remarkable about 8 lengths away, James Stormy, Rees Road Scotty, and Hawk Machine last of all, but Sound of Rain burst clear with just over 100 metres to go. It's 5 lengths clear. Brother Ken running up on the inside of Blazing Chips out wide, followed by Supremacist and Remarkable, but Sound of Rain is much too good. Sound of Rain has won by 3 lengths. Brother Ken second, Blazing Chips third, Remarkable next, and then came Supremacist, followed by Stormy Rain. Further back on the field then towards the toe would have been Rees Road Scotty, and last in Hawk Machine.
Numbers are 8, 2 and 5 as called by Ron Hawkswell in race number 8 at Olympic Park. Number 8, Sound of Rain, the winner. Number 2, second, Brother Ken. And number 5, Blazing Chips third. The time was 30 and 20, a pretty smart run in race number 8 on the card. So there you have the result with all clear of race 8 at Olympic Park this afternoon. The numbers 8, 2 and 5. The winner, Sound of Rain, $1.70 and 85. Second, Brother Ken, 85. Third, Blazing Chips, $1.65. Quinella, $3.05. Trifecta, $74.60. Margins were 4 lengths by 3/4, and the time 30-20. All clear, race 8, Olympic Park. Candidates moving into the stalls, and there you see the scene.
Conditions at the Valley for race 1, run on the steeple course with the exception down the home straight. 12 hurdles on their course, they're ready to go. The gates are back and they're off. Flight Prince missed the kick about 2 lengths and jumping out very quickly. The favourite here, Barry's Gold, with Some Habit up on the outside of him. And over that first one they go, and Barry's Gold quickly in command and got out about 2 or 3 in front of Surveillance and Some Habit. Napili over on the inside of Mercury Rising, Italian Verdict, 1.5 lengths purposefully. 2 lengths further back, Kurdu, and last of all is Flight Prince. Around that first turn they head, and Barry's Gold in front. He's starting to restrain the horse though. He led by 3/4 to Some Habit, 1/2 then to Napili, 2 to Surveillance, 2 to Mercury Rising, Italian Verdict, purposefully away from the fence from Kurdu and Flight Prince. Going to the hurdle along the back of the track at the 1,000-metre mark, the first circuit. Leader jumped it beautifully. Surveillance running fourth, clipped it, and the leader is Barry's Gold by 2. Second placing, Some Habit, a length further back on the fence, Napili, 3 to Surveillance, 2 to Mercury Rising, Italian Verdict. About 4 lengths further back, purposefully. He's about 15 from the lead at the moment. The last 2, Flight Prince up on the outside of Kurdu. At the double coming down by the school, the first round. around, and the leader jumping well to the grey Barry's Gold. 3 lengths in front of Napili on the inside of Some Habit. 3 or 4 further back, then Surveillance. 3 to Italian Verdict as they go to the next, and they're followed by Mercury Rising, a length and a half purposefully. 2 to Flight Prince, and last of all Kurdu over on the inside of him. Coming up to the home turn this time, and they've got about 2,000 metres to go. Barry's Gold lobbing along in front, about a length and a half to Some Habit and a half to Napili third. A length and a half further back, then Surveillance. 2 or 3 to Italian Verdict. Purposefully working around Mercury Rising from Flight Prince and Kurdu last of all. Here's the hurdle in front of the stand. We got into a little this leader, and Surveillance is going up to have a crack at him now. Barry's Gold at the winning post. He led by a head. Surveillance has moved up for Harnett to be second. About 2 then Napili, a half Some Habit. 2 to Italian Verdict being shaken up. 3 further back, Purposefully still a fair way off them, and then Mercury Rising, Flight Prince, and last of all is Kurdu. Going down with about 1,500 metres to go. Barry's Gold on the inside of Surveillance, and they'll come down to the first of the double at the 14.50, and they're a length and a half. Italian Verdict getting up on the inside of Napili at the double there and over at Barry's Gold, entered about a half length in front of Surveillance on his outside. Back to the inside, then further back is Napili. Now Harnett saw this leader hanging, and he switched Surveillance back to the inside, but Barry's Gold on the flat had a little bit too much toe and going to the back straight. Barry's Gold a length and a half. Surveillance being called on. 3 to Napili, a length and a half. Purposefully starting to work home. Then Italian Verdict, and 5 lengths Some Habit, and forget the others. Flight Prince, Kurdu, and Mercury Rising along the back. 1,000 to go. Barry's Gold 2 lengths in front at that hurdle. Oh, he crashed through it. Barry's Gold down on his nose. He was. He drifted off the fence, and Surveillance tried to get up on his inside, but between hurdles again. Barry's Gold's a length and a half. Surveillance. 3 to Purposefully at the 800, running on fairly. Then Napili and a gap to Italian Verdict. Coming down towards the third last at the 700 metre mark, and Barry's Gold over it in front. 3 lengths now in front of Surveillance. Purposefully still running on. 2 lengths further back, then Napili, and a long gap further back, Italian Verdict. Barry's Gold down towards the second last, 500 to go. Over at 3 lengths in front. Purposefully trying hard. Surveillance has called it a day from Napili, battling on. A long way back than Italian Verdict, but with 1 hurdle to get over, 400 to go, and Barry's Gold kicked away 4 lengths in front. He only has to stay the trip to win. He's 4 in front of Purposefully, and then a long gap, Surveillance and Napili, but Barry's Gold with a big break at the 200 metre mark down towards the last. 2 lengths in front, Purposefully trying hard, but here's the last, and Barry Gold with a big lead. Clipped the top of it, landed 2 in front. Purposefully won't pick him up. Barry's Gold getting very weary, but he'll get the money. Barry's Gold a length and a half. Purposefully 4 lengths away, third Surveillance, a gap then Napili. A long way back, Italian Verdict, Kurdu, Mercury Rising, Flight Prince, and Some Habit tailed off last of all. Too good for them. Made one mistake.
Paid $1.05 for the win and 55 cents for the place. Second, Purposefully, 70 cents. Third, Surveillance, 70 cents. The Quinella dividend was $1.85. And the trifecta, $7.85 for the numbers 2, 1 and 4 after the running of race number 1 at Moonee Valley. Now, Olympic Park coming up shortly, and that is race number 9 there, and that is due to commence at 12:25. So is coming up very shortly at Doomben on a big day. In fact, they've just jumped, so let's join Wayne Wilson.
About third or fourth on the outside. Prince Toranaga moving up quickly. He's moved up to be second, and Proper Job drops to the rear. 1,400 metres out. Dundee's rocking the leader. Leads by a length. Prince Toranaga second. Dare to be Grand pulling a little bit. A neck away third on the inside. 2 to Drought, who's settled well. On the ropes, getting back to second last. 1 off at the rear is Proper Job. They leave the 1,200 metre point behind them, and he slowed them right down on this leader. Dundee's rocking. It's Dundee's rocking by a length and a half. Dare to be Grand, not happy with the speed, and he's sliding up on the outside, and now Losh is moving up to be the joint leader on Dare to be Grand. It's Dare to be Grand the outside. Dundee's rocking the inside, 2 clear of Prince Toranaga, 1 to on the ropes. Drought back second last, 5-6 lengths from the leader. Proper Job is 2 off last. Onto the next bend, the 800 metre point behind them. Dare to be Grand goes to the lead now. Dundee's rocking second over on the inside, a neck behind Dare to be Grand. 1 to Prince Toranaga, followed by on the ropes. Back second last is the favourite Drought, and Proper Job is 2 off last. On towards the home turn, Dare to be Grand the outside. Dundee's rocking the inside. They're matching their motors. They're a length in front of Prince Toranaga. Drought ridden along a little bit, coming after them. Then on the ropes and Proper Job straightening up. Dare to be Grand in front of Dundee's rocking. Prince Toranaga to the outside, and Hall getting anxious on the favourite. He's gone for the whip on him. He's starting to pick them up now. Drought, 200 metres left to go. Prince Toranaga's the leader. Drought having a bit of a job trying to get to him on the outside. Then Dare to be Grand. Prince Toranaga holding Drought at the moment. Prince Toranaga in front. He leads a half length on Drought. Drought can't catch him. Prince Toranaga beat Drought. Third, Dare to be Grand. Then Dundee's rocking on the ropes. Proper Job last of all.
Numbers there, 7, 1 and 5, as called by Wayne on the first event at Doomben. Hopefully it's been a success for them. Now, they're all set. Here's Ron.
Great night on Law Rolling. They're set. Racing, Jensen Girls slow to begin, away quickly there, Venetian Wonder out in the centre. Nahinal Gem going up on the inside, and Our Choice out wide is going to whip up on the outside of the leader. Turning to the back straight, it was checked though, Our Choice. Going to the back, and Nahinal Gem the leader. Second, Venetian Wonder the inside. A length to Our Choice, a length and a half away to Neaton Light. 2.5, Jensen Girl, Paper Mask and Dunkeld Kid. They run off the back, and Venetian Wonder shot through on the inside to take the lead from Nahinal Gem and Our Choice on the inside. Into the straight, and Venetian Wonder clear of Our Choice to the outside. Venetian Wonder a half Our Choice, 4 lengths Nahinal Gem, followed by Dunkeld Kid and Neaton Light, followed by Jensen Girl. It was way out of it, and Neaton Light would have been one of the last in company with Paper Mask.
Numbers as called by the Hawk there on race 9 are 4, 8 and 2. 4, 8 and 2 as called by Ron. The winner, number 4, Venetian Wonder, getting up along the inside as they came off the back. Our Choice, the pink runner, coming again to get second, and third, number 2, Nahinal Gem, 4, 8 and 2 on race 9.
I was there on his first night of life. I was there when he opened his eyes. He was all legs and clumsy, and I wondered if ever he'd fly. We grew and we played together, just a boy and his dog running wild. At night he would lay at my feet, and I would wonder if ever he'd fly. His very first race and that wonderful feeling of pride as Dad paraded him into his box and we stood at the rails, Mom and I. We watched as they burst from the boxes, a rainbow of colours flashed by. He was 2 lengths behind as he sped round the turn, and I wanted just when he would fly.
Result of Olympic Park race 9 with all clear there. The margins are half by 4.5 and the time 30.30. The winner, Venetian Wonder, $2 for the win, 80 cents for the place. Second, Our Choice, 85 cents. Third, Nahinal Gem, paid 80 cents. And we might just check on that because there were only 7 runners, so we will check to see if there was a third tote dividend. If Jailbreak Brett was a late scratching, then there will be 3 place totes. It was a late scratching, so there is a third place tote. Quinella, $5.25, and the trifecta, $49.75. 1 to go at Olympic Park, the last at 12:40. We'll be bringing that to you very shortly. Second, Drought, 55. Third, Dare to be Grand, $1.30. Quinella paid $2.15, and the trifecta, $23.85. Well, our next event for telecast at Moonee Valley is race number 2 there, and that is time to commence at 12:45. And 6, 1, 8 and 4, Swift Laser, Dapper Boy, Sound of Rain and Venetian Wonder paid a dividend of $1,061.40. The quaddie races 6, 7, 8 and 9, and the quadrilla on 6, 1, 8 and 4, $1,061.40. Now, there they are at Olympic Park. They're moving in for the running of the Brian Martin Sprint. So let's take you out to Olympic Park and Ron Hawkswell.
Coming in well, Tandra's Bet in 1, Gypsy Wings in 3, Johnny's Away 5, Rocky Trace in 7, Bullfinch in 2, Supreme Legend 4, Bush Terrain 6 and Kinkora Kid on the outside. Lights on, the Law Rolling, stand by for a start. Racing, Bullfinch near the inside, began okay with Tandra's Bet and going quickly. Johnny's Away over to the inside, a lead from Kinkora Kid. Rocky Trees going through in the centre, and then Tandra's Bet to the back straight. A wash up there, Rocky Trees came down in trouble too. Was Bush Terrain and down the back, and Johnny's Away left a mile in front. 10 lengths clear of Tandra's Bet, and then Supreme Legend, Kinkora Kid, followed by Bullfinch and Gypsy Wings. 100 metres to go though, and Johnny's Away about 6 lengths in front. Supreme Legend runs on Tandra's Bet and Kinkora Kid. Johnny's Away 1 won by about 3.5 lengths home. Supreme Legend second, Photo for third, Tandra's Bid, Kinkora Kid. Bullfinch was next, and they were followed by Gypsy Wings, Bush Terrain, Rocky Trace and Trouble in the first corner.
Right. Numbers 5, 4 and a photo as called by Ron. The winner, number 5, Johnny's Away. Second placing to number 4, Supreme Legend. Judge calling on the photo for third to separate Tandra's Bid, number 1, and number 8, Kinkora Kid. 5, 4 and a photo. 4 Supreme Legend 95, 1 Tandra's Bid paid $2. Quinella was $11.80 and the trifecta $153.50. All clear race 10 Olympic Park numbers 5, 4 and 1. Only a couple to move in for the first division of the Piccaninny Handicap. Media is the scratching, a field of 12.
Just waiting on the light. They're locked away. Race 2. Magnificent day for racing here at Moonee Valley, and the light's on. They're racing this time. They came out in a pretty good line too. Tornish dropping out to the back of the field. Amongst the best away here are Andy Be Good in the centre to lead, Trendy Bay, Mr. Brave and Royal Appeal, and going up quickly, Speeding Fine. Further back in the field when they settled down, then came out in the centre, Kiwi Gambler. Settling into stride now, and the leader Andy Be Good from Trendy Bay out wide, but going up to join the leader, a length, Speeding Fine. Mr. Brave is fourth on the inside from Royal Appeal. They're followed further back by Kiwi Gambler, a gap in the field, then coming down the side, getting right out of its ground on the outside, Tornish, followed further back by Prince Nordcar, and Sundeed is a long way back, and last of all as they come up towards the turn is Red Meadow. They race up with about 650 to go. Royal Appeal out very wide as racing up with Speeding Fine to tackle Trendy Bay. They're followed by Kiwi Gambler in the centre, Andy Be Good, and they've kicked away from the others, Mr. Brave, Prince Nordcar, Tornish, and well back in the field is Isonic. On the turn, Speeding Fine went to the front from Royal Appeal and Andy Be Good. They look to be the best chances. Trendy Bay struggling, but Speedy Fine kicked away in the straight. Race 4 in front looks safely home now from Royal Appeal, Andy Be Good. Then Kiwi Gambler, Trendy Bay, but Speeding Fine is going to walk in. Speeding Fine at the judge has won by 4 lengths. Second, Royal Appeal, a length and a half third. Andy Be Good, a gap then to Kiwi Gambler, followed by Mr. Brave, Trendy Bay, Isonic. Then further back in the field, at the head of the others, Prince Nordcar. Back behind them, pulling up quickly, Tornish. Red Meadow, never a chance. It's amongst the tail enders in company with High and Sundeed.
Out on 3, 4 and 5. The winner, Speeding Fine, $1.70 for the win and 70 cents for the place. Second, number 4, Royal Appeal, 75. Third, 5, Andy Be Good, 125. Quinella was $4. Trifecta, $49.95. And the running double on 2 and 3 paid a dividend of $5 even. Now we're standing by to...
Line's pretty good. Clyde, Nippy Star, the favourite, drawn 2. Racing. Nippy Star began fairly. Clyde near the inside came out okay. Cool Card now Beaujolais showing speed, and Stealthy Knight's going up. And in fact, he's got his nose in front early. Mr. Mercury and another Mitre drifting back, and Glenn's Choice fairly wide about third last. Into the first corner, 1,400 metres out. Stealthy Knight is the leader. York starting to slow them up. Stealthy Knight leads by 3/4 of a length on our Beaujolais. 1 to Clyde, followed by Cool Card, who's out a bit wide. 1 to Nippy Star in the middle. Glenn's Choice is on his outside. He's 2 wide, Nippy Star. Glenn's Choice 3 wide. Mr. Mercury on the inside, and another Mitre last of all. Coming up towards the 1,000 now. There's no speed on. Stealthy Knight and York running this to suit themselves out in front. They lead by 3/4 of a length. Our Beaujolais second. 1 to Clyde pulling hard. Cool Card deep. Nippy Star going through in the middle to be 5th. A length and a half to Mr. Mercury on the inside of another metre, and Glenn's Choice now last. On to the next bend, 800 metres out. Stealthy Knight a half in front of our Beaujolais. There's been no change in the order. Clyde still a length away third on the inside, then Cool Card, Nippy Star. Glenn's Choice still racing deep, racing on the outside of another Mitre and Mr. Mercury. Only 4 lengths covering the field, 600 metres out. Stealthy Knight a half in front of our Beaujolais, Cool Card, Clyde, Nippy Star, another Mitre, Glenn's Choice. And Mr. Mercury, 3 lengths last. Coming around the home turn, 400 metres to go. Stealthy Knight straightens up a neck on our Beaujolais. And our Beaujolais popped the big question, moved up to join Stealthy Knight. They're clear of Cool Card. And where's the favourite, Nippy Star? He's struggling. He's back running 5th. Our Beaujolais just in front of Stealthy Knight, who's fighting on. Cool Card might be a bit of a danger, and Glenn's Choice might be a bit of a danger. Here's a go. 4 of them across the track. Earhart's riding hard on our Beaujolais. He's just in front. Glenn's Choice and Cool Card coming at him hard. The last little bit, they hit it. Oh, gee, it's close. 3 of them hit the line locked together. Our Beaujolais the inside, Glenn's Choice, Cool Card, and Stealthy Knight's right there with them. Then Nippy Star, another Mitre, Mr. Mercury, and Clyde has finished about 10 lengths last.
Well, it's going to be a photo, and it looks as though our boat Just a Gamble due to commence at 1:45. Let's take you to Peter Smith now for his call of the first event, the Just a Gamble hurdle.
Racing. Oh, gee, Arboreto stumbled straight after the start, just about went down on its nose, but he's picked it up, and it's with the field. Jones and Joe towards the inside is away pretty well. So too Highman 2 is up there early. Wide out Net Call. Our House a little closer to the fence as they come towards the first one at about the 5:50 the first time around. And Net Call out wide jumped it well and went to the early lead. From in second placing in the centre at the moment, Highman 2 as Net Call crosses them now. Back on the inside then to Arboreto. Here's the second one at about the 300 the first time. Jones and Joe is fourth, back behind runners. Our House on the outside, then Highland Ranger back on the inside of Mistulation, and Balvery out a little wider last of all. Net Call wanted to run out at that one, the favourite in front, and as they come down to the fourth one in the straight the first time around, the leader Net Call, he's on top, leading out by about 2 or 3 lengths. A good jump at that one as they go to the judge. We've got Arboreto getting up along the inside of Highman 2, Mistulation out wider on the track. They are followed further back in the field then by Our House. Jones and Joe was back along the inside about third last. Then Highland Ranger second last, and last of all was Balvery. They race towards the back about 2,200 metres from home, perhaps a touch under that now, and Net Call led by a length and a half in second placing. On the inside, Arboreto with a nice sit. On the outside of it then was Mistulation. A length further back in the field then to Highman 2, half a length Jones and Joe having a nice rails run. Followed further back in the field then by Our House, Highland Ranger the inside, and then Balvery. Just past the 1800, here's the next jump, and they're all over it nicely. Net Call the leader. Mistulation's been moving closer all the time now and has all but drawn level. Back on the inside, Arboreto getting every chance in the run with Highman 2 on the outside, a length and a half further back then to Jones and Joe. Our House there in the centre. Balvery's coming wide, trying to improve now, and relegated to the tail was Highland Ranger. Racing to about the 1,400 metre mark, and the next one's just past that mark, and Net Call has been the leader most of the way so far, the favourite. On the outside, Mistulation. Now Arboreto starts to kick up a bit behind them. On the outside of it, Highman 2. They're still fairly well packed up with Jones and Joe in the centre now, and back on the inside, Highland Ranger trying to save some ground. Balvery's been out 3 wide for some time, and then 3 lengths away, dropping off a bit now was Our House. They're making the run onto the side now with just about 1,000 metres to run, and the leader was Net Call, but Mistulation with the next one coming up at about the 900. They're over it. Mistulation still up there on the outside of Net Call. Arboreto still back in behind them. Balvery out wider on the track, and there in the centre, Highman 2. Highland Ranger was getting off the rails, and they're followed by Jones and Joe, struggling a little, I'd say, and Our House is tacked on again after losing ground. Still plenty of chances as they turn with just over 600 to run. The favourite Net Call's been the leader most of the way. Mistulation on the outside there, followed by Balvery out wider. Arboreto's got the rails run is good, if good enough, as they've got over the third last, and they're followed by Highman 2, Highland Ranger, Jones and Joe, Our House. There's only about 5 lengths, covers them with 2 to jump, and Arboreto the inside, Net Call the outside, from Mistulation, Balvery, Highland Ranger on the outside, and they're followed by Highman 2, Jones and Joe poking between horses. How about this for a hurdle race? It's Arboreto the centre, Highman 2 the inside, Highland Ranger out wide, and Net Call won't run a place. Arboreto, Highman 2, nothing in it. Arboreto, Highman 2, maybe Arboreto and Nostril, but there's nothing in it. Highman 2 the inside from Highland Ranger, Balvery. Our House further back in the field. Net Call tired towards the finish to be further back in the run then with Jones and Joe. And the last horse as the runners come back into the view after one of the best hurdles you'll ever see was Mistulation.
It certainly was a fantastic finish to the hurdle in Adelaide. The judge calls for the photo. One placing going to Cool Card, paying $1.35, and third Glenn's Choice $2.55. The Quinella paid $22.45, and the trifecta $370.75. So they're $10.65 and $2.60. Number 4, Arboreto, $2.10. These are interim dividends. And number 3, Highland Ranger, to pay approximately 95 cents. Numbers after the photo are 2, 4 and 3.
Bye. Lights on, they're racing this time. Came out in a fair line. Please Yourself may have missed it just slightly. Fiery Winella dropping well back when they settled down. And Bavard Royale's gone out with a good lead in the early point. Led out about 3 lengths in front of Talon Bray. Please Yourself and Vino Veritas behind Zano. Over on the fence is Miss Hot Water from Wishful Hope. Around them goes County Gossip, followed further back by English Charm and a red on the outside of Princess Heights and Fiery Winella last of all. Bavard Royale steadied in front down the back at the 11.50, a length and a half on the outside. Second is Talon Bray. A half Miss Hot Water. Zano went up fourth, a length Wishful Hope. Then County Gossip around the outside there of Please Yourself on the fence and Vino Veritas. Further back in the field, then English Charm trying to get away from the fence. Anna Rep went around the outside of it from Princess Heights, and over on the inside of it Fiery Winella. At the turn of the 800 metre mark, the leader Bavard Royale by 3/4 to on the outside Talon Bray. A length and a half Zano third, a length further back in the field County Gossip. Anna Rep pulled out wide from Wishful Hope. Please Yourself back about midfield. English Charm on the outside of it and Vino Veritas the inside of it, then Princess Heights and a gap to Fiery Winella and Miss Hot Water running up with about 450 to go. Bavard Royale's gone pretty hard in front, about 3/4 to Talon Bray. 2 lengths further back County Gossip running on to third, then English Charm around Please Yourself, then Wishful Hope and a gap to Anna Red, Zano and Vino Veritas. Talon Bray put its head in front on the turn. English Charm could be the danger out wide today though. She's coming home well with County Gossip in the centre, then Please Yourself only struggling. The leader is Talon Bray down the outside. English Charm pegging it back with every stride. It's still in front, Talon Bray from English Charm. Talon Bray hanging on. Talon Bray nearly a length to English Charm. A length away third County Gossip and then in Vino Veritas. Further back then Please Yourself. They're followed by Anarette, Bavard Royale back on the rail, then Wishful Hope, Zano, Princess Heights, Miss Hot Water, Fiery Winella. Stand by for the placings. Talon Bray, number 8. The claim here for Kay Brown, and with 47 kilos, race to the front on the turn. English Charm looked a good threat when they came to the peak of the home turn, but her run started to taper out with about 100 metres to go, and she's been beaten about a length by number 8. Talon Bray, number 8, Talon Bray, ridden by Kay Brown. English Charm second, ridden by B. Thompson. Had to give the winner some 8 kilos after the claim was taken for Talon Bray today. English Charm number 2 second. And third placing to County Gossip, which is number 5, ridden by G. Murphy, 8, 2 and 5. 8, 2 and 5 on the third for the day, and the time of 1:35.7.
Third Highland Ranger, and the totes were 10.65 and 2.55 for Highman 2. Arboreto second, $2.10, and Highland Ranger third, 95 cents. Quinella paid $23.90, and the trifecta $461.15. So there you have them, 95 and $2.60, a good result for the bookies. Second, number 2, English Charm paid 90. Third, number 5, County Gossip, $1. For Quinella on 2 and 8, $25.75. Trifecta, 8, 2 and 5, $420.90. And the running double on Speeding Fine and Talon Bray paid a dividend of $92.90. Now, they're also now.
Ready to go. Cover Me stands up well. Navajo Girl, you can see her there, the little grey. Claire stands up well. Regal Plot. No starting signal given as yet. Not quite on starting time. If they're already over there at the 1350 metre start. That's the Rothman start over there at the 1350. Starter up onto the platform. Light flashing away. Ready to jump. Regal Plot just moving about, racing. Mighty Grey came out quickly, and Cool Report actually got the best of it, bounced in front of Sinclair. Count Henri began very quickly, and Always Grand showing speed, driving right up along the inside to go to the lead as they link up with the course proper. It's Always Grand a length in front of Count Henri. Third, Cool Report. Fourth is Cover Me on the inside of Sinclair. A length intertwining on the inside of Mighty Grey. Count Comoran fairly deep on the track. Petrero's getting a long way back. He's actually last at the moment, racing on the outside of Navajo Girl, and wide on the track too is Turvey. As they run onto the first bend, 800 metres out, Always Grand 3/4 in front of Count Henri. One to Sinclair, Cover Me fourth the inside. One to Cool Report, Count Comoran, Twining, and then Mighty Grey, Regal Plot, Navajo Girl, Petrero, and Turvey's last down the side. 6:50 to go. Always Grand a half in front of Count Henri, with Sinclair a length away third but wide. Cool Report now popped the big question, dashing around them, moving up to be third on the outside of